So your boy the Prophet almost had a clean sweep in the divisional round. However, it was the Seattle Seahawks who failed me. Down 21-3. They tried to come back, but unfortunately, they ran out of time in a 28-23 loss to the Green Bay Packers. But before I get into that, let me address a comment that was made under my video in which I predicted the Seahawks to beat the Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to read this in its entirety. This is for you, Alex Munoz, who replied to the video, Go Pack Go. And of course, I replied, make sure to subscribe. Post-game video will be dropping after the game. But then Alex Munoz wants to reply, you must be a moron. Wilson is 0-3 at Green Bay, plus he's got a fat ass for a halfback looking like Eddie Lacy with a defense that couldn't stop a nosebleed, just like my Pack whooped on the Steelers in Super Bowl 45. Okay, so, fuck you, Alex Munoz. I, the top 1%er, talk about how there's more losers than winners out there in the world. You're the exact POS kind of person I'm motherfucking talking about. Because guess what, Alex Munoz? You are a Green Bay Packer logo. So as far as I'm fucking concerned, your existence, or I should say, your non-existence on this earth means fucking nothing to me. And me even mentioning your garbage ass name on my channel, right? LexAnderson World Sports Opinion Log on my channel, you are best to save this fucking video. And Alex Munoz, don't ever get it twisted, motherfucker. Don't let the videos fool you. All right? I'm 6'3", motherfucker. So you know what that means, Alex Munoz? That if I was to ever catch you playing football in a motherfucking park as a wide receiver, I would literally fucking drag your ass. And in defense, where I play the position of cornerback, I would level and concuss your fucking loser ass. And the reason why I'm mentioning in part wide receiver dragging across the field the way T.O. dragged Jason Sehorn up and down the field when the 49ers came back against the Giants is because the 49ers are going to end your pipe dream of returning to the Super Bowl as decreed by the motherfucking Prophet. You heard that correctly, Alex Munoz. So I'm not going to talk about how the Packers won the game. I'm going to discuss why the Seahawks lost the game. So, again, if you're down with all things AFC, NFC, NFL, Super Bowl bound, the road to the Super Bowl, the road to 1,000 subscribers starts right here, right now. So if you're watching, you should be liking, subscribing, and pressing the bell icon to stay notified for the next upcoming future videos. So let's take a moment to just make that happen. Like right now, make that happen. Okay, now, like I was saying before, the Seahawks gave up too many big plays on third down. They should have retained Jimmy Graham, who pretty much had his way with them last night. Clowney was pretty much a walking penalty. And you know what? There were some plays where I really did have to question if Clowney's a dirty player. I mean, like, there were some penalties that he racked up, and it's like, maybe the Eagles and their fan base and their team had a point about Clowney being a dirty player. And of course, let's not forget the 21-3 lead. And Russell Wilson tried to pull, a magic trick out of his hat, but the deficit was too big, and ultimately they literally ran out of time. Now, I'm not going to get into Jimmy Graham with the first down on 3rd and 9 and it being a controversial call, because here I don't have to subscribe to the group thing. I don't have to subscribe to the sheeple who will say, yes, that was a controversial call, because that's what sheep fucking do. And here, LexAnderson World, the free thinker, the top 1%er, after looking at the replays over and over and over again, there's no controversy. He grabbed the ball, forward momentum, first down. There's nothing to really cry about. What the Seahawks needed to do was put up some goddamn points instead of falling behind 21-3. Russell Wilson needed to get rid of the ball faster instead of taking all those horrendous yard-losing sacks. Bottom line. So for the Seahawks, shore up the pass defense, get a real running back. I'm like Marshawn Lynch, he did his thing, but at the end of the day, you got to shore up the running backs. Let it be noted that last night, January 12th, 2020, the sports historian in the annals of sports history, the Packers are moving on to their third championship game in 6 years. The Seattle Seahawks fall to, well, I should say Russell Wilson falls to 0-4 in Lambeau Field. The Seahawks have now lost 9 in a row in Lambeau Field. The last win coming in November 1st, 1999. Rest in peace, Prince, on that one. Let's take a moment to honor the coaches who were selected to the Hall of Fame. Saturday, Bill Cowher, former coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yay, Bill Cowher. And of course, in the one that had America crying, am I crying or are you crying? Where Jimmy Johnson literally choked up at the announcement that he was Canton bound, going to the Hall of Fame for the work that he did with the Dallas Cowboys. So tip of the cap to Cowher and Jimmy Johnson, who I thought was going to need an EMT team to be called out on him, the way he was like holding his heart and trying to catch his breath. And you see Troy Aikman, in the broadcast booth getting teary-eyed. And, for those of you who do or don't know, but when Jimmy Johnson was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys and Troy Aikman was his starting quarterback, Troy Aikman lost his first 11 games. Can you imagine that in today's social media world? First 11 games, 0-11, and Jimmy Johnson stuck by him, and look at how it paid off, right? Super Bowls. And let that also be a lesson in terms of karma about doing the right thing, being a bigger and better person, because for all he did for the Cowboys and the way Jerry Jones dismissed them, karma clearly still has Jerry Jones in her death grip, as the Cowboys have never pretty much returned to the past glory years that Jimmy Johnson led them. Until next time, sports fans nationwide, it's your boy LexAnderson signing out.